Buonasera, 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 benvenuti su Monster Prom. Che cos'è Monster Prom? Monster Prom dovrebbe essere una visual novel, o comunque qualcosa di molto simile, create dai ragazzi di Beautiful Glitch, che sono una software house spagnola, credo di Barcellona, se non ricordo male, ed è un gioco che ha fatto abbastanza successo per garantirsi un seguito, che non è una cosa molto... Ciao Simonotos, buonasera, da quanto tempo? Tutto bene qua, tu come va? Non è una cosa che succede molto spesso che una visual novel, specialmente quando non è giapponese, riceva così tanto supporto da ottenere un seguito, tanto è vero che proprio lo spammano di violenza. E quindi niente, adesso andiamo a vedere il fatto che sia presente un blur effect mi fa temere che ci siano delle scene un po' zozzette. Ma lo scopriremo presto perché andiamo subito a vedere di cosa si tratta. Voice interactions, here, nay, awesome voice effect, make your own voices. Awesome voice effects, vai. Ah, si può giocare in più persone. What? Interessante. Full game o full game, assolutamente. Ah, Spooky School, the sweetest years of our lives. Quando eravamo giovani e senza paure. Ogni tanto un po' troppo senza paure, ogni tanto brillanti, ogni tanto semplicemente stupidi, ma sempre con la voglia di vivere la vita al massimo. Eravamo in un wild journey per scoprire chi eravamo davvero. Oh, choose player one. Possiamo scegliere il personaggio. Chi scegliamo? A me piace lui, perché la sua capigliatura mi ricorda un po' la mia. Però anche lei è super carina, no? Scegliamo lui, dai. Magari possiamo avere una romance con lui. Name. Custom name. Muso, chiaramente. Ok. Pronoun, he. Ok, perfetto.
Sure thing.
Tu che mi racconti, Simonotos, come la va? E dovevamo ancora scoprire le esperienze, non dovevamo ancora avere a che fare con la nostra ultima sfida, il Monster Prom. Me lo ricordo chiaramente, 6 settimane erano rimaste 6 settimane. E mentre pensavamo a come sarebbe stata a come sarebbero stati i nostri prom da sogno con le persone che volevamo invitare, cercavamo in tutti i modi di ottenere l'attenzione di uno dei nostri 6 compagni di classe più carismatici. Tutto bene, sto finendo gli esami finally, sto giocando a For the King con un mio amico molto molto bello. Te che mi dici che cos'è For the King? Sono curioso adesso, che cos'è For the King? Ok, l'ho già visto, o meglio ho già visto la cover. RPG strategico che unisce elementi del roguelike a quelli tipici del gioco da tavolo. Ah, sembra carino. Sembra molto carino. Te che mi dici? Ma niente, continuiamo a streamare giorno dopo giorno, sempre più felici e sempre più pimpanti. E troviamo roba sempre più assurda, tipo questo gioco che avevo nella libreria di Steam da non so quanto tempo, ma sembra molto interessante, quindi volevo portarlo. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19enne, una bellissima principessa sirena che è stata... che era tanto carina quanto genocida. È praticamente Undyne. È Undyne di Undertale. È letteralmente Undyne. Damien LaVey è un demone senza paura a cui piace un sacco la distruzione. No, with a taste for destruction, a love of... Ah, perché a cui piace molto la distruzione e il fuoco. Scott Howe, 21enne, alle superiori c'è un 21enne. Ok. Un licantropo atleta che compensava il suo cervello piuttosto piccolo con la con un cuore incredibilmente, stupidamente grande. Liam DeLeon-Kurt, oltre 400 anni, 400 erotti, un vampiro hipster il quale comportamento molto freddo nascondeva un cretino molto amabile, diciamo. Poltergeist 22, col punto di domanda, non lo sanno neanche loro. Un fantasma da party che ha un'insaziabile fame per tutto ciò che è sbagliato, ok? E Vera Oberlin, 23enne, una cattiva, una gorgone cattiva e che si è fatta da sola, con un senso del business proprio senza pietà. Era chiaro che sarebbe stato uno di loro, ma chi? Avevamo solo 6 settimane per scegliere il nostro appuntamento per il prom, e ancora più preoccupantemente avevamo solo 6 settimane per accaparrarci il loro cuore. Ma come ho già detto, eravamo giovani e senza paura, ed eravamo pronti a iniziare. Ok, che carina lei. T-Wolf, hotter than not, take the squids to find out crazy exes, how to deal when they just won't go. Ok? Benvenuto su Monster Prom, benvenuto al pop quiz più stupido di sempre di Monster Prom. Tutte le menti sono bacate, ma sono bacate in così tanti modi diversi. Non ti preoccupare, non utilizzeremo il nostro PhD in cazzate per diagnosticare quanto tu sia uno psicopatico. Il pop quiz più stupido di sempre di Monster Prom, trademark, ti farà un paio di assurde domande e trasformerà le tue risposte nelle caratteristiche del tuo personaggio. Figo! Un po' come faceva Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, diciamo. O credo anche Fallout, anche se non ci ho mai giocato. In questo modo tutti voi inizierete con delle statistiche che rispecchieranno il vostro vero essere. Iniziamo. Se potessi maledire il tuo peggior nemico, cosa farebbe? You can rely on the effectiveness of the curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. Non si può fare affidamento sulle maledizioni. Preferisco farli fuori nel buon vecchio metodo, ovvero esponendoli a una quantità molto insicura, cioè molto pericolosa di radiazioni nel corso di diversi anni. Li maledirei a innamorarsi di una meravigliosa persona e essere felicemente sposati per anni, prima di realizzare che tutto questo tempo il loro partner era una pantera selvatica sotto copertura, ok? E poi la pantera li divorerebbe senza pietà, classico. La maledizione di essere sempre insopportabile alle persone durante i party. Parties versus... Ah no, la maledizione di incontrare sempre delle persone insopportabili ai party, che sono sempre azzeccate con qualche nuova cazzata, dico con qualche nuova dieta stupida, e che sentono il bisogno di spiegarla nei dettagli. Ok, questa mi sembra la più simpatica, decisamente questa. Charming, ok. Hai la possibilità di produrre un film, è basato su qualcosa sui supereroi, ma con un love triangle fra la ragazza bellissima ma in qualche modo relatable, ma forse perché dice sempre che è un disastro, e i due supereroi più carini, che sono anche tipo vampiri o pirati o entrambi. Ok? Il più influente novellista russo del XIX secolo, che è impazzito, non ricorda nulla della sua ultima notte, e adesso non riesce più a trovare il manoscritto di Fratello Karamazov. E Dostoevsky Dostoevsky deve mandarlo al produttore oggi. Due ragazzi fighi che camminano che camminano con alle spalle delle esplosioni fighe e non guardano l'esplosione, non gliene frega proprio un cazzo dell'esplosione. Riflettono sulla vita e sull'amore, ma è super figo e spacca i culi perché tipo se ne stanno davvero andando stanno camminando lontani da un'esplosione che non finisce più. Non lo so, penso quello con i supereroi sarebbe più divertente, immagino. Il tuo partner ti ha appena regalato qualcosa di molto figo per il vostro anniversario, ma tu te ne sei completamente dimenticato. Veloce. Trova un'idea su cosa regalarle. Hai la 3. Qual è la 3? Oh no. Quella dell'overdose, dice. Brutta cazzo. A silly toy that makes silly noise. Ok, il giochino stupido che fa suoni stupidi. Regalerei la paperella quella di gomma che fa i suoni bellissimi. Questa sarà sicuramente la mia scelta. E se non le piace vuol dire che non è quella giusta per me. Qualsiasi cosa che vada a fuoco o un'arma. No, la 3 è quella di prima. Ah, quella che delle esplosioni. Qualsiasi cosa a fuoco o un'arma. No, un'arma, ok. Qualsiasi cosa capace di farli arrivare in overdose di qualche tipo. Perché? Perché dovrei regalare alla persona che amo qualcosa del genere? L'astratto concetto di essere grati, della gratitudine, no, decisamente no. La testa del loro più come si dice, fiercest, del loro più terribile nemico. Un pony, sempre un pony. Cazzo. Anche il pony mi ispira. No, vabbè, la paperella di... cioè il pollo di gomma, dai. Pollo di gomma. Oh, no, ma io non volevo lui. Forse avrei dovuto scegliere il pony, cazzo. E quindi adesso devo finire con lui? Cioè, il mio obiettivo è trovare... e portarmi al prom lui? Ma io volevo un'altra persona. Ah, ok, qua ti fa vedere cosa puoi aumentare. Auditorium, class, library, outdoors, gym, bathroom. Allora, io penso che lui voglia la boldness. Quindi direi bathrooms. Quella mattina decidi di saltare le tue classi, le tue lezioni e cazzeggiare nei cessi perché perché non rispetti alcuna autorità. Immagino che alcune persone vogliano semplicemente vedere il mondo bruciare, saltando le lezioni e stando nei bagni. Te ne frega zero cazzi, ma ottieni 2 boldness, ok. Vedi orde dei tuoi compagni di classe correre fuori, correre allontanarsi correndo da avere Scott. Stanno tutti urlando spoilers. Hai visto l'ultimo episodio di Detective Weasels? I Weasel finalmente hanno sgamato il cartello, l'intera operazione del cartello, ok? L'ho fatto, è stato super eccitante. Ho pisciato sul tappeto di mia nonna. Perché avresti dovuto pisciare sul tappeto di tua nonna? Lo so, vero? E anche la struttura organizzativa del cartello è così figa. Ho preso così tanti appunti. La scorsa notte è stato l'ultimo episodio. Era così triste. Era così triste che ho pisciato sul tappeto di mia nonna. Cosa ha lui con il pisciare sul tappeto di nostra nonna? E perché lo troviamo affascinante? Beh, perché non iniziamo a produrre il nostro TV show? Lo faremo sicuramente miglior di Were Weasel. Ok? Meglio di Were Weasel? È possibile? Siamo il team perfetto. Io ho i soldi e tu sei il target dell'audience stupida. Gorgona Film Studios ha bisogno delle tue idee. Scott Gorgona Film Studios? Ne parliamo dopo. In questo momento ho bisogno di idee. Oh, tocca a noi. Quando la mafia minaccia di chiudere la sua palestra, un cesso, uno sferato cesso deve portare alla luce l'organizzazione che per salvare l'unico posto che gli permette di fare i suoi reps, i suoi allenamenti. Non mi piace. Cile del 1985, quando Pinochet annegò il market con... Ah no, ha immesso una quantità industriale di cocaina nera nel mercato. Un coraggioso spacciatore di droga diventa un investigatore privato per blackmail, per ricattare Pinochet e salvare i suoi laboratori di coca. Ok, questo ha ancora meno senso, mi sa che prenderò questo. La sua palestra? Come possono fargli questo? Nosferatu attorno al globo, intorno al globo stanno cercando in tutti i modi di diventare grossi così. Dici che è un argomento toccante per la tua demografica? Le palestre sono sempre un argomento delicato. Bene, posso vendere questa merda sulla sensibilità del pubblico. Finalmente il mondo comprenderà la difficoltà di un Nosferatu troppo grosso. Di un Nosferatu troppo grosso ovunque. Ah, ma dei Nosferatu palestrati in tutto il mondo. Evviva! Vera si scrive l'episodio pilota, il primo episodio, e assolda il vampiro bodybuilder Vlad, The Gym Paler, per fare il protagonista. Ottieni 3 soldi come un anticipo per il tuo lavoro creativo futuro. Ok. Week 1, noon. Ah, questa è la prima settimana. E noi abbiamo un totale di 6 settimane per riuscire ad arrivare dove vogliamo arrivare. Ma lei è super carina, io volevo portare lei al prom. Uffa. E quello che non ho capito è se tipo è davvero tipo deciso o forse è semplicemente quello che abbiamo, quello a cui stiamo più simpatici. Non c'è un modo per capirlo, tipo? No, qua c'è solo... Vabbè, io vado con lei. Ci provo comunque con lei. Forse non sto capendo qualcosa io. Baciate il cuoco. Trovi Liam che sta sistemando il cibo con molta cura, mentre Miranda mette in ordine diligentemente la sua argenteria. Nessuno dei due sta mangiando, ovviamente. L'hai trovato? L'hai già trovato? Ci sto provando, Liam, ma trovare l'argenteria perfetta per la tua caffetteria... No, per la tua foto del cibo di caffetteria è un'arte, non una scienza. Quanto può essere difficile? È solamente argenteria. Solo argenteria? E tu dovresti essere... immagino che il cibo nella tua foto sia solo cibo? No, è una metafora per il consumismo urbano in un in un'industrializzazione mega socialista postmoderna. Madonna, che difficile cazzo tradurre sta roba. Beh, la mia argenteria è una metafora per argenteria? Sì, non è abbastanza? È più che abbastanza. Ma ci possiamo muovere? La luce è perfetta in questo momento e non voglio perderla. Sei un po' un appassionato di argenteria anche tu. Forse puoi accelerare il processo di selezione e nel frattempo dimostrare la tua conoscenza. È bello tosto da tradurre? Sì, più che altro perché sono frasi lunghe, no? Non è come Night in the Woods che erano frasi abbastanza brevi, no? Qua è proprio, minchia, una sleppa lunga così. Prova con la foto della forchetta. No, la forchetta da foto. È una forchetta per farci le foto. Niente mostra eleganza e gusto quanto un gloating spoon, che non so cosa sia, ma penso che andrò per questo. Oh sì, il gloating spoon. Il più distinto degli utensili. Che cos'è un gloating spoon? Sono curioso anch'io. Sono curioso anch'io. Beh, di sicuro tu non ne puoi sapere nulla. Oh, wow. No, 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 no. Non volevo essere maleducata. La maleducazione è semplicemente il modo in cui qualcuno deve introdurre il gloating spoon. Oh, mi dispiace, non lo sapevo. Beh, di certo non lo sapevi. Non sei certo acculturata quanto lo sono io. Questa superiorità. Non sono all'altezza di questo cucchiaio. Sto seriamente pensando di iniziare a leggerlo solo in inglese, perché altrimenti tradurlo tutto è troppo un dito in culo. E mi dispiace. Monster Prom. Vediamo se c'è una traduzione italiana. No. No, mi sa che non c'è un modo di tradurre in italiano. Peccato, perché almeno sarebbe stato più semplice da seguire per chi non conosce l'inglese. Vabbè, sai cosa? Giochiamolo in inglese e basta. Miranda produces the gloating spoon with much fanfare. Looks like a regular spoon to you. But then, what do you know, you peasant? Giustamente. You convince Miranda to spend some time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points. Fair enough. Ok. Quindi abbiamo passato un po' di tempo con Miranda. Nice.
Alright.
Ma io non ho capito se posso scegliere con chi andare o se ci viene assegnato. Cerco su Google. Ok, can you choose? Can choose between 60. They can try and they. Ok, quindi tu puoi provare. Cioè, puoi provare con chi ti. Cioè, ci puoi provare con chi ti pare, praticamente. Ok. Va bene, ci proviamo con la tipa. Con la versione carina di Undyne, allora. Chi c'ha Jin? Chi sei tu?
Hey, stranger.
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look. Ok? Oh wow, questo è un quadro di Bob Ross. Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education from great mentors, and a ton of raw talent. But damn, that sounds exhausting. So let's settle for a motivational poster from now, ok? Ok. Questo cos'è? A fake badass tattoo? Sexy fake Latin accent? Blanket with 2 holes? Ok. A corpse? Ok. So impractical yet kind of funny glasses? PR agent? No, questo sarà per la Gorgone. Questo sarà per il tipo... quello là scichettoso. E questo che cos'è? Ah, questo è gratis? The gift that keeps on giving. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs giving.
See you later.
Beh, finché è gratis. Cos'è? Lì Carvalho Putin Challenge. È quello dei Simpson. È quello del meme dei Simpson. Now I know you love video games and I asked the clerk which is the one every boy wants. Oh, che carina, grazie. Ce l'ha regalato praticamente, che carina. Ok. Ah, ok, lei è lo shop praticamente, ci fa sempre vedere dov'è lo shop, va bene. Vado per la palestra. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Nice. After all that, you decide to look for a spot outside the school where you get some good sunbathing. But you fail to focus on your sunbathing since you can see Scott and Miranda deep in conversation. È lei, è proprio lei. It's a sport game thing, Miranda. I think I'm a good boy, but there's something that just gets me rolling when I see that opposing team. Oh, Scott, believe me, I understand better than you may think. It's exactly how I feel about those horrendous air people. Air people? Yes, Scott, obviously air people. I know I've told you about them before. They're the sworn enemy of the mer people, and they must all be destroyed if they refuse to accept our superiority. Oh madonna, è un estremista di destra. È un estremista di destra lei. Ah wow, all of them? That sounds really hard. It will be. They're a horrible, ruthless nation of feathery socialists who refuse to bend the knee no matter how many times my father invade. Ok. Suo padre è tipo il re del regno ed è la versione pesce di Salvini o di Mussolini. They don't like guacamole, Scott. They eat the crusts of their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They wear socks with sandals. Ok, questo è problematico. Socks with sandals and fanny packs. Oh man, that's a pretty scary enemy, Miranda. What are the mer people going to do about it? That's a great question, Scott. We've tried reasoning with them through bombs, chemical warfare, and torture, but they're entirely unreceptive, ok? Questa è pazza. Diciamo che forse sto un po' rivalutando la cosa sul portarmela al prom, devo essere onesto. Ma noi siamo persone che perseverano e siamo convinti che riusciremo a salvarla dalla sua pazzia. It's really weird that wouldn't sway the air people, but maybe you can step in and help? Scott and Miranda probably have different takes on what the best strategy would be, so think hard about what you pitch. Reach a truce, use your great cheerleading skill to put an end to this feud, wipe them out, make the Air Kingdom the Mer Kingdom by floating the entire sky. Ok, no, la tregua, dai. What? Touchdown! Yes, you're a genius. Cheerleading is always the answer. Scott, as much as I appreciate you, peace isn't the answer with those hideous hair people. Also, how do you two plan to put an end to our feud that has existed for centuries just by cheerleading? Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, people, just end war. Just end this war. Hey, people, just end this war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Reaching peace would be really great. Lei sarà pazza, ma lui è un coglione. 9, 10, 12, 13. Manca l'11. Remember to always use sunscreen. You decide not to point out he forgot 11. Just missing one number is quite good by lovely Scott's standard.
Disgraceful.
Okay. Scott, this is useless. Trying to negotiate with the air people is never an option. But then, a slip of paper falls from the sky. Miranda picks it up and reads it. Dear Scott, I really like your cheerleading. Keep being this cheerful. Sincerely, the sun. Hooray! This has nothing to do with our feud, Scott. I guess I should seek more advice from someone else. Have a nice day. Oh no, si è presa male. She might be right, but I will never stop cheerleading. Thanks, Musa. Thanks, Sun. Hooray! But then you spot something. A good one, Polly. He totally thinks he's friends with the sun now. We can mess with him big time. Wow. Right? Also, I didn't want a big guy to feel like his cheerleading was useless. As annoying as it can be sometimes, he doesn't deserve to be sad. Oh, che carino. You know what? I agree. Oh, it was Vera and Polly once again messing with people's heads. But you know what? Scott is happy and he thinks your idea worked, so good enough. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Ok? Week 2. Noon. Come week 2? Siamo già alla seconda settimana? Ah, quindi quello è tutto l'intero semestre, cioè le 3-6 settimane. Con chi possiamo andare? Con chi possiamo andare? Chi è lei? Conosciamo lei? O lui? You're just about to take a bite of your sandwich when some douchebag rips a hole in the fabric of reality.
Greetings, my love.
Oh madonna santa. No, è un lui. Decisamente un lui. It is I, the interdimensional prince. I have searched far and wide for a hero capable of solving the most fiendish riddle for me. The riddle of how to get my TV to switch from HDMI 1 to HDMI 2. I've tried everything short of actually using the remote control. You have a deep sigh and accompany the prince to his dimension, where you solve his problem by using the remote control. You truly are both wise and generous. As a thank you, please allow me to teach you one of my kingdom's customary rituals. Perhaps lesser communion might interest you, or reverse baptism, or eggs? The choice is yours. Fuck that, let's make up our own ritual. How about the ritual where you give me a pile of money and go away? Oh, you mean the right of poor fiscal decision making? Okay. I didn't know you were so well versed in the ways of my people. Of course, I'd be glad to demonstrate. The prince dresses up in a golden onesie and hires a chorus of monks to chant, "Why are you doing this?" while he hands you a huge sack of cash. The exchange rate of interdimensional dollars to actual money isn't great. Maybe because he keeps doing this. But he still gained 4 money, ok? Meglio che niente, dai. Week 2, evening.
Alright.
Dove vogliamo andare? Andiamo a fare un po' di giretti outdoors. The day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how this escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. 300 persone? Credo che nella mia intera scuola non esistessero 300 persone. Someone summons demon from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Okay, nice. You find Scott sadly holding an open bottle of Power Sludge, the food-like elixir that gets you Bro, this protein shake is in a bottle is gross. I don't even know what most of these ingredients are. Flabogravin? Abercrombie? Kale? Plus, it tastes like butt. Not a stranger's butt, which is exciting to smell, but a gross, nasty butt from the butt swamp.
Oh.
I can't just toss it though. I already opened it. And coach is always saying I gotta finish what I start. Bro, help me find something to mix into this power drink that will make me buff and taste good. Make the drink taste good? I mean, I don't need to taste good. I think I taste fine. Zozzetto. Try this vial of genie's sweet. I stole it from a genie. Good thing I brought these grape-flowered steroids.
Awesome, bro.
Dude, awesome, bro. I've been always unsure on steroids. It's so hard to determine if they're good or not. Pros, they make you buff. Cons, it doesn't seem like something a good boy would do. But I like grape flavor. That's 2 pros over 1 con. So now it has to be a healthy good thing, right? You think it's probably not healthy, but you're not a doctor. The doctor you stole the steroids from was a doctor. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Ok, gli ho fatto ingerire degli steroidi. Mi sento un po' una brutta persona.
Alright.
Class, auditorium, gym, bathrooms. Andiamo all'auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's tough. The musicians themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Cosa? Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad, but high school's play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You just happen to be hanging around near Scott, you know, not because you're like following him or anything. When suddenly, a rift opens in time and space. A handsome prince steps through, bedecked in a otherworldly finery. He approaches Scott. Not this shit again.
Is my love?
My blood, I have quested across dimensions to see your face. Oh, well, here it is. Here's my face. It is more than just your face that I need, Scott, the great tosser of balls. I also need your body. Luckily, I brought that with me too. But I did not desire to merely gaze upon your body. Thought that in itself is a pleasure. Oh, ci stai a prova con quello con cui devo andare al ballo io? My kingdom, you see, is besieged by a foul dire harp, and only your muscle can save us. And once the loathsome beast is vanquished, perhaps we can find some other uses for that body of yours. Amico amico. Oh my god, you say wink out loud too? That's so cool. These two are getting along way too well. You need to slay that beast yourself before Scott and the princess spend any more time together, but how? Ready of swarm of extra-dimensional termites to devour the dire harp's spine? Sing so sweetly that the dire harp kills itself out of jealousy. Vado con le termiti. Armed with your termite summoning flute, you dash through the extra-dimensional portal before the prince can react. The dire harp looms over the prince's palace, saliva dripping from its terrible strings. Luckily for you, the termites in the prince's dimension are 8 feet long, eat steroids for breakfast, and fucking hate harps. Okay. Once they're done eating every part of the dire harp but its strings, you have to put them somewhere. So you thoughtfully let them infest the prince's castle. He won't mind, right? I absolutely mind. I'm going to have to pay to have the entire kingdom fumigated. Whoa, that was so cool. How you rallied all those termites. You're like a quarterback, but for giant insects. This is not cool. This is a nightmare. All I wanted to do was use a national crisis as an opportunity to romantically bond with a high schooler. Is that so wrong? È un po' frate, ma sì. You're not gonna answer that, but you gain 2 boldness and 1 charm, ok? Quindi niente, io credo che davvero sia lui il mio obiettivo alla fine dei conti, eh? Quindi non posso sceglierlo io. Perché diceva proprio che non ti piaceva il fatto che i due stessero diventando amichetti, quindi temo che sarà lui la nostra scelta. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order. Prank Master Hall, present and accounted for. Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. Anche lei è carina. How come you get to be the chairman? Well, which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost power? With all? Or with her ghost power? Well, I don't have ghost power, so... Oh, you, I get it. Chair, man. But, look at the chairman, chair. No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh yeah, okay, what if we ate all of our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No, Scott. For the last time, that's not a prank, and I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank. Eat everybody else's food like a good boy. Replace all the food with chairs. Assolutamente questo. Yes! You know what they say, when life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs. But I've never heard the coach say that. Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing you would say though? Yeah, it kind of does. How am I supposed to act though? You're the chairman. Easy, Scott, just be a chair. Oh, of course. Scott twists itself into an uncomfortable looking shape. He seems happy though. Like this? Exactly like that. Now up you go. Whee! Does this make me a chairman? Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing your title with Scott, on her affection with you. Prank achieved. Ok, siamo diventati simpatici a Polly. Andiamo all'auditorium, vediamo cos'hai per noi. Shouldn't be you out there trying to romance a classmate or something? Anyway, welcome. Wow, cos'è? A blanket with 2 holes. Ok, questa è la roba da fantasma. A bag of regular cocaine? Good old cocaine. In this time of weird experimental substances with horrible side effects, cocaine has become the new vanilla of drugs. Ok, io mi dissocio da questa cosa, bambini, non utilizzate la cocaina. Mai. Non lo fate mai proprio. Penso che prenderò il tatuaggio, piacerà a Scott secondo me. A fake badass tattoo. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too. And go to some kind of super prison? Street cred over 9000. Assolutamente questo. I am always amazed at how people can keep coming and buying all this stupid crap. Intriguing. Ok.
All right.
Ok. Dove vogliamo andare? Cos'è che ci manca ancora? La libreria. That day you spent some time on the library PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain plenty of money. Ok. You see Scott and Polly huddled around the computer, wearing their custom Prank Masters shirt. Scherzavo, mi piace la serie così. They're just like their regular clothes, but they say Prank Masters on the back. When you get up close, you can see that they are looking confused and frustrated. The internet should be a natural home for the Prank Masters. With a Z. But we don't know the first thing about pranking online. How do you even feed a whoopee cushion through internet? And who would sit on it? Kilobytes? Those are exactly the kind of hard-hitting questions we need to be asking, Scott. But I don't even have hard-hitting answers. Help us prank the internet online. Okay, quick. If you type the number 8008 and 5 in order, it looks like boobs. Use ghost powers to punch people in the face through their computer screens. Beh, boobs, ovviamente. No, it doesn't. The 5 is too curvy. You're thinking of a calculator. Ciao Ale, buonasera. Sei appena arrivato a vederci fare i fiurri. Fra l'altro faccio notare che il titolo della live di questa sera è proprio oro colato. Proprio mi ci sono impegnato tantissimo. What's a calculator? Don't worry about it, Scott. You, be honest with me. Do you even know the difference between a computer and a calculator? You start to sweat. She's got you. You have no idea what a computer is. Maybe it's that thing that washes dishes? No, that's a dishwasher. Scott and Polly leave while you're figuring this out. You lose 2 smart and 1 fun. Oh no, ho fatto una figura di merda e basta. Pensavo di poter solo ottenere roba. E invece no. Ho perso la mia credibilità. Ok. Andiamo alla Polly. No, da Scott. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. È un dating simulator più o meno Ale. Praticamente tu sei a 6 settimane dal ballo di fine anno, il prom americano, e devi riuscire a far innamorare di te, o almeno a portarti al prom, uno dei 6 mostri che ti dà all'inizio. A quanto ho capito non puoi sceglierlo tu, ti viene dato in base alle risposte che dai al quiz più stupido del mondo di Monster Prom, come lo chiamano loro. E in base a quelle ti dà un personaggio con cui devi provarci. E niente, siamo qui a provarci con Scott al momento, con il tizio, quello che sembra un licantropo, un lupo mannaro. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that. Go lefty, gobble that mouse. No, watch out for Wiggle coming up from behind. Use that tongue, go. He does this every week or so. whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. Okay. I've tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistic on a little index card. He's even given them names. Porca puttana, aspetta, facciamo così, guarda. Go Slither, go Bandy, go Sanchez, go Snake. Those are their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know. You know how, by opening your mouth and yelling. Boring, this is nothing compared to earthworm eating contests. What? There's a more exciting sport than snake eating contest? You gotta tell me about it. Non ho neanche guardato la seconda, la prima era troppo geniale. Oh yeah, earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. And even better, they're going on all the time, with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt. Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places. So many places that aren't here. Get going. Sports that game or whatever. I will, Vera. I will. I swear, one of these days he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. While you hope Scott doesn't actually die, the main thing on your mind right now is how Vera's smiling at you. Nice.
Alright.
Ma perché ogni volta ti fa vedere il doblone con la tua faccia in mezzo? Non l'ho capita sta cosa. L'unico posto in cui non siamo ancora andati credo che sia proprio la classe. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monsters nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain plus 2 smart, ok? Smart ce l'abbiamo a 5, infima. Later, you hear an unmistakable growling that can only mean one thing. Intergalactic lions have broken through space to devour one of the smaller, weaker students. No, wait, it's just wolf. It's just the wolf pack. I guess it could have meant two things. Oh wow. For the last time, this is a bromance or a bro treason broski? Is this a bromance or a bro treason broski? You're my teammates and my family, and I'm not trying to be a bad Scot, but this is the 3rd month in a row you've missed our full moon bro down. Okay, we go together and practice a wolf pyramid and then help each other inject sheep steroids. What? Fanno tipo un sabba mensile per la luna piena e si sparano steroidi da pecora in vena? What? We played Flip Cup with lamb's blood spiked with netty eyes, okay? That all sounds really nice, but I already had plans and I didn't want to let people down. Bro, you're a wolf! Are you with the wolf pack or are you with those other monsters? Oh damn, you're one of those other monsters, you better do something. Let me teach you a new game, extremely long distance fetch. Guys, on the inside, aren't we all wolves? Questo può andare bene. Bro, really? You think a little game of fetch is really gonna work on us? Because it will! We love fetch! Scott, not now, bro. Play it cool. You hold up the headless kitten squeaky toy you always keep on hand, just in case, okay? Immediately, you're tackled by 5 wolves. Turns out that 5 wolves is something you are no match for, strength-wise. The wolf pack scrambles all over each other. Feet, paws, hands, tails, all colliding against each other, and against you. Give it here! I got it! Way to go, bro! But you're not gonna keep it! The wolf pack chases after Scott. They seem to be having an amazing time. What did you think encouraging a bunch of dog jocks to play fetch together would make you seem like a good alternative? You lose 2 charm and 1 creativity. Wow, ho fatto la scelta sbagliata. A quanto pare ce ne sono di scelte sbagliate, eh?
All right.
Dove vogliamo andare? Dove vogliamo andare? Andiamo in palestra. Questa è sempre la roba. The day an epic dodgeball match took place, but the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Then you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain +2 charm. Nice. After the dodgeball comes the obstacle course. You stare across the gym at it, terrified, as are most of your classmates. Perché sono terrorizzati da una corsa ostacoli? There are giant centipedes, venomous bears, bloodthirsty magpies circling just under the ceiling, and animals so bizarre one can barely find words to describe them. Beh, ok, adesso capisco il perché fossero spaventati dalla cosa.
Morning, students.
Alright class, I've imported this special course from Regular Creatures High School in New South Wales, Australia. Regular Creatures High School, okay. Don't be afraid, I believe in each and every one of you. These terrifying creatures will not break your will. I will not let you down, coach. Giant crocs don't scare me. This is not pee on my pants. Ok, ma lui si piscia addosso per qualsiasi cosa, come funziona? Finally, worthy adversaries. What's that abomination over there in cold? That would be a platypus. Quello sarebbe un ornitorinco. I'm gonna drag it to hell. The underworld has never seen such horror. Well, don't just stand there. Show them what you got. Clear the curse. We've got to go, native mates. Oi, oh my beer. Whoa, have a look at them. They're so cute. Let's lay them with kindness. You approach the vicious beasts unarmed and give a platypus a hug. Oh, the mood changes drastically. Soon Damien is riding 2 crocodiles like jet skis, surrounded by swooping magpies that chant his name. Okay. For a moment, you think the koalas are overwhelming Scott, but it's actually just a full contact tea party. You were supposed to clear the curse, not befriend it. But this is even better. Your power of friendship melted the hearts of these abominations. You've made my abs cry with joy. From your close encounter with Australia, you gain +2 fun and 1 charm. Nice. Nice, nice. Siamo alla settimana 5.
All right.
Chi è questa persona? You approach your chosen table to find it already mostly taken up by the coven. They're huddled around some kind of glowing artifact. But we only get 1 wish, not 3, so it's important for all of us to agree before we release the genie. Okay? Hope you've already expressed your wish for a secret hideout with a mini fridge and a foosball table. Faith has argued just as fervently for world peace.
We must save the world.
But as the leader, I think the most sensible option is a mystic sword that will instantly slay the season's big bad and... Hope and Faith... Ah, ok! Hope era il nome della tipa e Faith è il nome di quest'altra. Hope and Faith immediately object to Joy, calling herself the leader, and the three soon devolve into a shouting match. Amidst the commotion, you can't help but notice that the wishing lamp is totally unguarded. Without really thinking about it, as if you ever do, you rub the lamp, release the genie and wish for a bag full of quarters. A machine that can successfully reheat French fries, questo assolutamente. Wish granted, blooms the genie, and you find yourself the proud owner of a brand new Fry Lord, French fry reheating super system. Are you kidding me? We didn't brave the fire lakes of lower wrath, the two-headed snakes of Serpentia. Serpentia? And the accountants of Babylon just so you could have those hot fries. But the coven quickly changed their tunes when they taste the hot fries fresh out of your fry lore. Okay? They're so crisp, neither rubbery nor soggy. This is powerful sorcery indeed. We were focused on defeating the big bag that we are so focused on defeating the big bad, madonna non so parlare, that we forgot about an even greater evil, suboptimal fry consistency. Thank you for teaching us the error of our ways. You reheat everybody's cafeteria fries for them, and you all have a fry party. For your contribution to fry conservation you gain +4 fun. Ok, nice. Ma in base a cosa io capisco se quel tizio mi vorrà o meno? Sono un po'... È un po' shady, un po' difficile comprendere come funziona questo gioco. Perché io già non capivo se mi dava lui il personaggio alla quale dovevo azzeccarmi, dovevo accozzarmi, o se potessi sceglierlo io. E adesso non so quali... Cioè, io sto facendo delle scelte, ok? Ma le mie scelte sono motivate pressoché da nulla. Perché non so cosa... se devo aumentare l'intelligenza, o la creatività, o il divertimento, i soldi. Money immagino che sia per la tipa dei capelli pazzerelli. Fun... non lo so, un po'... Forse si aspettano che tu faccia più run, perché alla fine ne abbiamo quasi già finite, è durata neanche un'ora. Dove andiamo? Sono 6 traits per 6 persone. C'è ragione Ale, però la questione è questa. Smart, per chi sarebbe? Per il tipo con gli occhiali? Ok, ce l'abbiamo. Boldness potrebbe essere sia per la tipa che ci piace, che per il tipo che stiamo provando a ottenere, che per quella con... no, fun immagino che sia per il fantasma. Charm potrebbe essere sia per la tipa mermaid che per l'hipster di 400 e passa anni. Creativity per chi starebbe? Non lo so. Outdoors, vai. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he is worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the schools, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. Sai cosa? Quello che potrebbero fare sarebbe tipo mettere tipo la faccina di quello a cui è collegata la statistica. Tipo smart, ci metti la faccina di quello con gli occhiali. Boldness, e ci metti la faccina del fantasma. Capito? Almeno così avrebbe un senso, no? You're telling me you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monsters Middle School? Sarebbe troppo easy, non è nemmeno detto che sia così. Ho capito, però scusami, però allora io cosa sto giocando a fare? Cioè, la mia questione è questa. In un gioco, tecnicamente, se fai delle scelte, devono essere delle scelte motivate. Se io non so qual è il mio obiettivo, o meglio, non so come raggiungerlo, non sto giocando, sto facendo delle scelte a cazzo di cane, capito? Non sto prendendo delle decisioni. Sto andando così, con un tiro di dado. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. Oh. There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain. so you might as well try to ease it out wherever you can. Oh, hi there, Muso. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes, in fact you were literally just thinking that. Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and a large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game. When suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals, and I'd never seen animals that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us as animals. And they were just so fuzzy and adorable, but they say they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles, and that I was even more adorable. Wolverine, ciao Pika, buonasera. No, però effettivamente ora che me lo fai notare un po' ci somiglia a Wolverine, eh? Sarà la cosa da boscaiolo, anche secondo me. Ciao Pika, come va? So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king, addirittura, which was really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king. Oh, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally. Scott, a good king is a strong ruler, physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. True royalty has been inside of you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue? Questo è difficile, però secondo me questa gli farà più piacere. Strong? But I'm strong! When I heard strong leader before, I didn't know it meant actual normal strong, like Scott strong. I can do 100 push-ups, I can do 200 push-ups. That's at least double the amount, right? I can check it later with a calculator. Ma prima aveva detto di non sapere cos'era una calcolatrice, bastardo. But does that mean I could be a double king? I can do that right now. Scott drops on the floor and begins doing push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Things progress smoothly for several dozen push-ups until 86, 89, 70, 71, 73. Wait, no, 89, 50, 51. Wait, no, I can count to 200. I can even count to 100. But you said I could be a good king if I could do 100 push-ups. And I can't do that. Because of stupid numbers. Poor Scott defeated again by this bigger opponent yet. Numbers! Scott flees the scene in embarrassment and despair, clearly on the verge of tears. His embarrassment and despair is only matched by yours, as you lose -2 fun e -1 smarts. Ma dai, ma che sfiga! Ma posso essere così sfigato? Era la risposta perfetta. Whatever.
All right.
Voglio un po' di boldness. Cos'è? Qual è boldness? Sta tipo andare al cesso. Bathrooms. That day you visit the bathroom to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be any illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you crazy bastard. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of +1 STD. Questa era bella. That day you didn't expect to find a fucking wild griffin in the VC. The creature is wrecking everything in a very griffinly manner. You can only assume that this thing's natural habitat isn't high school bathrooms. You realize you're not alone in there. Scott and Damien are unsuccessfully trying to contain the situation. Damien, I'm starting to think this maybe wasn't a good idea at all. Damn, this thing is crazy. How is this happening again? Our plan was perfect this time. Next time we should try with the brie cheese instead of the Gouda. Gouda? I think that's what drove the Griffin crazy. Let me take a note. B-R-I... Damien, is it brie cheese or brie cheese? Not now. We need to do something about this Griffin or we're gonna get fucking expelled. Hey, you, come help us. We've gotta calm this thing down. There comes a time in everybody's life when they need to deal with a wild Griffin. That time for you is now. It's time to try that specific spell that turns Griffin into plates of spaghetti. You knew it was gonna be useful one day. You need to make that Griffin respect you, and the only way is by challenging him to a radical hip-hop battle. You spit some mean rhymes over sick beats. The Griffin looks at you and it's super effective. You engage in the most epic hip-hop battle ever, which is kinda weird, since the Griffin is only capable of making loud Griffin noises. Still, songs will be written about this day. Look, Damien, it worked out! Just like we planned, someone challenged the Griffin to a rap battle, tapping into its powerful dormant hip-hop abilities. Awesome! We're geniuses, Scott. Now we can be its manager and become rich. I always knew this ridiculous plan was foolproof. Yay! A music legend has been born, and the VC hasn't been totally destroyed. This is a bright day for you. You gain +1 creativity. Also, Damien and Scott give you +2 money as a way of thanking you for making them rich. Ok. Si avvicina il momento della scelta. Si avvicina il momento del ballo.
Alright.
Chi è questo personaggio? Non l'abbiamo mai visto. You're taking a break from socializing to eat your lunch when someone punches you in the knee. It's the Slayer, and she's hiding under the table.
Prepare to die!
Eat knee pain, freak! Now I'm going to punch you other— Ow! You just threw your apple at her. Finally, a use for that red delicious. You defeated the Slayer. She flees, leaving two choice pieces of loot behind. The loot flashes rapidly, getting ready to disappear, almost as if you're in some kind of video game. No time to contemplate the nature of existence. Pick some loot before it's all gone. Garlic lies in holy water. One monster's weakness is another monster's demon. A gun that shoots stakes with each sheet burned into the side of them. Questo assolutamente. You scoop up the sweet ass gun and go about your day. Obviously, you're not gonna use it to kill any of your classmates. You're a monster, not a monster. But later, in biology class, the teacher calls on you without warning. You panic because who has the time to do the reading when you're trying to smooch your classmates? Your panic turns to self-assurance when you hear the teacher's question, "What the flies do?" Rather than responding with lame-ass spoken words, you respond by firing a wooden stake straight into the chalkboard. "Eat shit?" exclaims the teacher. "Why, that's exactly right! Congratulations!" Oddio, l'ho capito adesso! L'ho capito adesso! Eat shit nel senso che mangiano merda le mosche! Madonna! You meant to shoot the teacher, but hey, whatever works. You gain +4 boldness. Ok? È arrivato quasi il momento, ragazzi, eh?
Alright.
Ah, l'ultima scelta. L'ultima scelta. Andiamo in palestra. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her that the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding a reason to keep playing and she gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off screen. And +2 charm. Okay. You hear an almost dog-like whimpering and go to see what sort of poor animal is in pain. The answer is Scott, who is cross-eyed with concentration. He yelps and snaps out of it. Oh bro, Madonna quanto sono corti quei shorts. Oh bro, thank goodness you're here. I was trying to think all by myself and it was really hard, you know? See, I know I'm the best at exercising. I'm the exercise master, the exercise lord, the exorcist. But I've never tried exercising my brain. And in a way, the brain is almost part of the body too, you know? Almost. It's sort of 3-in-1, because it will make me better at exorcism, and being smarter will keep me from getting bad grades and kicked off sports events. that wasn't 3 things or 1 thing, but you still have some ideas. Books are lightweight weights for your brain, and heavier weights are better, so you just need to lift really heavy books. Let's brainstorm, by which I mean let's make a little actual storm inside your brain. Wow, are you smart or what? I thought a brainstorm was a way of quickly coming up with a lot of ideas, but this makes way more sense. I have my water bottle right here, I'll pour it in my ear, let's make it rain. Okay. Scott tilts his head and you pour an appropriate amount of water into it. It pools in his ear and trickles down a little of his fur. And here's some lightning. Scott pulls out a lighter and flicks the flame on and off in front of his face, watching in awe. Come be thunder. You wait about 2 seconds after every light flick and then clap loudly right next to Scott water-filled ear, stomping your feet to create even extra thunder ambience. Secondo me hai scelto ancora la roba sbagliata, invece no, questa è giusta. Perché te lo dicono, la cosa che ti compare qui accanto, appena fai la scelta, ti dice se è una scelta buona o meno. Yes, it's like I'm surrounded by little actual storm, and it's seeping into my brain. I can feel my brain crackling with new ideas. Fa male, fa male il fianco, sto parlando troppo, non sono abituato. You stomp harder and faster to make it seem like the storm is getting closer, and accidentally cause a cyclone in Scott's brain. It sucks in all of the books from the library and a small bird. No, povero. Scott's got so much knowledge in his head now. You brewed one hell of a storm, and now you might be storming into Scott's heart. You gain +2 boldness and +1 creativity. Hai visto Ale che era quella giusta? The Monster Prom? Non ho letto. Non ho fatto... Ah, vedi... Ah... Ho capito. Te lo fa scegliere alla fine. Ok, vedi, questa cosa non si capiva. Cioè, era... Così ha senso. Così ha senso, perché magari tu sei interessato a una persona, ma magari nel gameplay alla fine finisci sempre a parlare con un altro, e quindi alla fine ti fa... Ah, posso andare anche da solo? Figo. No, voglio andarci con Scott, dai. Ask Scott to the prom? Yes.
Alright.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Huh? Prom? I don't know. You're nice and all, but I have a great sense of smell. And somehow this smells like a bad idea. So I should pass, bro. Sorry. Oh, you knew you should have taken a shower before asking Scott.
Nah, bro.
Oh, è proprio come nella vita reale, non mi vuole nessuno. What a loser. Even after that, you were forced to abandon your home and join the underground society of sad people who couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Which is a fancy way of saying you had to live the rest of your life in the fucking sewers. Gross. Oh no! Wow, ci sono una miriade di eventi, cazzo! E ci sono anche diversi secret ending? Muso, best at high-fiving. Scott, most likely to be a good boy. Wow! Questo gioco è tipo infinito, è solo la mia impressione. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Oh, Scott unexpectedly ended up in film school and partnered with Vera to co-create their very own TV shows. It was bought by Netflix, since Netflix will buy anything, even a crazy TV show co-created by recently graduated high schoolers. MC Griffin became a worldwide sensation. Recently, Damien said in an interview, if you can sneak a griffin into a bathroom, you can do whatever you set your mind to. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mary Kingdom. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Che gioco assurdo che è! Con la testa sembrava un disegno di Sio. Quello è lo Slenderman, palesemente. Finito, sì, mica durava pochissimo questo gioco. Però voglio fare un'altra run. Che strano gioco, è molto strano. È più che strano, è molto particolare, quantomeno. Ci ha lavorato un sacco di gente, cazzo. Anche a questo. Questa musica mi fa male al cervello. Thanks for playing. Ok, assolutamente no, voglio fare una seconda run. Unlocked. You've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. You have unlocked 8 new images in the gallery. Ok, andiamo a vederle. Sono monster sonas. Oh wow. Ah, questi sono praticamente... Oh, figo. Sono gli utenti che hanno creato il loro monster sona, il loro persona mostruoso. E hanno mandato la cosa... Che cosa bellina. Infatti questa persona non esiste. Questo qua credo che sia inesistente. Questo non lo so. Lui credo che sia nuovo. Oh, guarda che carino lei. Flamme, Bianchi. Scesa. By Alice, the crazy one. Wow, guarda qua. Questo sembra uscito da un secondo. Che cazzo? Puoi andare a un promo con questo coso? Anche lei mi sembra super carina. Guarda che belli, cazzo. Fan art. Wow, sono proprio... More art? No, io volevo... Ah, ok, questi sono tutti i finali, ok. No, volevo vedere la roba quella là la fanfic dei draghi, scusami. Dove sta? Questo è palesemente fatto da Sio, dai. Non potete dirmi di no. Dai, voglio le... Quindi era una cazzata quella... Ah, guarda, ce ne sono un sacco, ok. Beh... Ah, what? Ah, ok, è cambiato il personaggio. Peccato, ci tenevo a vedere le draghesse Z. Mod tool? What? Aspetta. No, 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 no. Adesso sono curioso. Adesso sono curioso. No, Datemi tipo... Ok. Dai, ci sarà qualcuno che ne ha fatto una mod porno, dai. Solo i personaggi? Just item event. Chiedi amici. Giusto. Main love interest. I think it's possible to have an even bigger event trigger on pursuing a specific character, like most of the secret ending in game. Since this type of event chain triggers randomly, items are more convenient. Ok. Provo a vedere nelle discussioni di Steam. Quello sto guardando, eravamo sul workshop. Monster Prom Workshop. Dio recruits you. Ok, I guess. Questo è il workshop, ok. Ah, ok. Character pack pegging. Sì. Oh wow. Puoi scoparti Damien. A snake. It is a snake, ok. Leonard fucking dies like the peace baby is. Ah, lei è carina. Colonel Sanders. Quello del KFC. Lavian Scott and the narrator. Oh, Damien Sloth Mod. Minchia, ce ne sono 739. Porca troia. Praticamente sto gioco è infinito. Questi sono semplicemente aggiunte. Date to Dower. Ma perché? Fuck if I know, I just did this for the achievement. I know it's cringe, I really don't give a shit. This shit was hard to figure out. My brain is going to shit. Ok, peccato, speravo che ci fosse qualche pazzo che si è messo a fare le robe tipo alla Skyrim. Unlucky. Va bene, proviamo un'altra run. Get mods? Ah no, semplicemente ti apre il workshop, sì. Vai. Che poi non ho capito come si fa a giocare in 4 giocatori. Forse ognuno prende il posto, cioè ognuno prende la dirige uno specifico giorno o una serie di specifici giorni. Full game, vai. Ok, questa roba l'abbiamo già letta. Scegliamo chi vogliamo essere. Voglio essere lei. Se non posso portarmela a letto, voglio almeno essere lei. La chiameremo Shurin, che è un nome bellissimo per una ragazza. Ah, quindi Damien è romanzabile. Ma scusami, se Damien è romanzabile, vuoi portarti a letto Shurin? No, Pika, quello è il nostro personaggio.
Yay!
Ok, vai col quiz. Ah, sono sempre diversi. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, provided you went criminally insane? A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifus and husbandos territory. And I was clearly intended by God. As it was clearly intended by God, an ATM, sugar baby fire, here I come, a dildo, duh. Questo assolutamente. Creativo as fuck. Hideki Kimakura proprio nel cuore. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures, then the sun will eventually become cooler. Oh wow. Nah, the world is doomed. But I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon to be covered by water world. Global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. Questo assolutamente. Your partner is just... Ah, ok, questo è quello del... la so, il pony. Assolutamente il pony.
Let's go.
Let's go. Allora, io credo... minchia, sono a 13 charm, però... Credo di dover maxare il charm per andare con lei. Quindi palestra. Era palestra, diciamo? Spero di sì. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver... Vabbè, questo l'abbiamo già letto. Pre-natural born leader plus 2 charm, ok. Out of the corner of your eyes, you spot Scott and Miranda starting intently at a picture of a seahorse. This looks like a killer seahorse, Miri. What are you so worried about? Well, you see, one of my daddy's subjects gave me this horse as a gift. And, well, you've heard what they say, haven't you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Giusto. What? Who are they? Why did they say that? What's in there? I don't know. That is why I am so distraught. I am terrified that I will accidentally look into his gift horse's mouth and see what? A growth spot? Another teen-year horse? A world without sports?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Aw, come on, Miri. You gotta find out. You've gotta find out for... What's that thing Mr. Ferrato is always talking about? Science? Yeah, for science. You gotta, right? You realize that Scott's looking to you for your opinion. They both are. What do you think Miranda should do? Don't you ever look that gift horse in the mouth? In fact, breed it with sea urchins to produce gift horses with teeny mouths. Look that gift horse and write it down its dumb mouth. They only say not because they don't want you to finding all the delicious mouth candy. No, assolutamente. So smart. Miranda is clearly pleased by your suggestion. When you run into her the next day, all her previous anxiety seems to have gone.
My knight in
I took-
shiny armor.
Oh, I took your marvelous suggestion to the logical next level. I had my father's genetic wizards combine my gift horse with a sea urchin. Whatever horrible thing was lurking between those horse lips, they're now too tiny for me to see it. The horse is a little bit spiny now, but I think that just adds to its charm. It's so cute. I can tell he loves it because of the deeply pained expression in his tiny watery eyes. Povero. Oh, cuore, cuoricino. That worked so well you wonder why you don't solve all your problems with genetic manipulation. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Ok, siamo sulla buona strada, ragazzi.
Let's go.
Let's go. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. Ah, il suo, cioè quello di Miranda, ok. So this is the one for killing people, right?
Disgraceful.
Good heavens, no! This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat. So what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude? No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is Merfolk court silverware after all. That tiny thing? I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age. That is usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That or poison. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, yo, you there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? And don't say the fish knife. The fish knife. Assolutamente the fish knife. I said not to, but you said, I'll show you which knife is used for murder. Damien picks up the big scary knife you wanted to use in the first place and lunges at you. You pick up the fish knife. Yes, defend my honor. Make sure to hold the knife with pinky extended. Ah, col mignolino alzato. Proprio davvero What? How did you disarm me? I'm normally the best at stabbing. Fuck me. I guess the fish knife really is the best for murder after all, huh? One must never doubt a princess's matter of silverware, my dear. Miranda is so impressed with your prowess in combat and silverware, she awards you her napkin as a token. Oh, ci ha regalato il suo fazzolettino.
Let's go.
Let's go. Non so cosa devo fare. Vado ancora per il charm. Vai con l'ennesimo dodgeball. The match... No! Non ho letto. The match is so intense, both teams are trying to decide to raise the stake. Ok, quindi praticamente hanno alzato la posta in gioco. By betting part of your charm against part of the other team's leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. Ok? Ho rubato il charm di un'altra persona. You see Liam talking to Miranda. Miranda looks confused and Liam looks frustrated.
Yuck!
But I simply do not understand this art you're describing. You say that the art piece is a bathroom? No. For the hundredth time, the art piece is the experience of going into a bathroom, thinking it's an art piece. The artist purposefully gave the room number of the bathroom as the room number for the exhibit, even though there was a whole room full of his painting elsewhere in the building. It was revolutionary. It certainly seems very complicated. Personally, I prefer the exoplanet sculptures of the Atlantean 5th dynasty. You know, the man in the moon, the face on Mars, all of Pluto, art on such a grand scale. That's not art. That's populism at its worst. Well, I don't think that Batrum's business sounds like art. But how are you supposed to discuss art if we can't even agree on what it is? Oh, if only someone would come along and provide a satisfying definition of art, I would be so pleased. You've got this, no problem. It's so simple. Art is a method for making worthless things into very expensive things. Art isn't art unless it makes you feel bad feelings inside. De questo. So smart. Oh, how true. Mars was just a bunch of sparsely populated red rock before Gilbert Greystone completed his masterpiece. After that, he was able to sell it to the Arcturans for $1 trillion doubloons. The Martians were happy about it, but you know what they say. Sometimes we must suffer for other people's art.
Not bad.
That last bit is the only part of what you're saying that I agree with. So that's what... quindi smart e charm. So that's what happened to life on Mars. You gain some new knowledge about the solar system, and also +2 smarts and 1 charm, ok? Quindi devo pompare il charm, secondo me. O smart, ma smart siamo già abbastanza buoni. Cioè, siamo a 10. Io aumenterei ancora il charm. No, ce l'hai nel gym. Allora andiamo per lo smart. Smart sarebbe auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Prima diceva blowjob perché eravamo un uomo, chiaro. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school's play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Oh no, ma io volevo smart, non creativity. Dovevo andare in classe, mi sa. Sicuramente alcune sono più importanti, però magari non è solo una che conta, ma infatti penso anch'io. Perché l'ultima volta ci ha dato smart e charm. Voglio vedere se con tutte le interazioni con Miranda ti dà sempre quelle due. In quel caso il gioco ti spiega cosa devi fare, praticamente. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned by you, but you comply. You can't resist her merman goons.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Oh, quanto sei carino. Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be the Queen of Prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that Prom Queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts? Madonna, lei è satanato. Let's convince everyone that she likes humans. Fart joke? It doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters, and went for a total overkill. You hire a Chinese hacker to plan 10 years of pro bono work rescuing human babies from lawn mowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Babilov of the Babilov Institute appears out of nowhere and presents her with a Humanity Award. Yes, this will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creature contingent. No, questa volta mi ha dato boldness and smart, ok? Quindi no, sono un po' a cazzo di cane. That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smart. Okay, okay.
Let's go.
Let's go! No sooner had you sat down at Damien's and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It is a melody of cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bovine teat, the song of the ice cream wizard. He's here, he's here. I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like. Oh goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes but once per solstice, during the hour of the ascendant pancake. You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerator car with "This shit magic" painted on the side. So many great options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate boomstick? What about fear of death? Frozen cobra? Berserker berry blitz? The wizard Frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try? If only someone would suggest a solution to what is truly the most difficult problem I have ever faced. Oh, Madonna. Try those sugar-busted prince lips. Beat him up and take all his ice cream. Question. But of course, I always have to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. Why not cut out the middleman? Why not cut out the middleman? Prince lips? Gross. I've already got a pair of those attached to my face. What? Where? Here, where my mouth is. Wait then, you're a prince? Bet you hide it so well. Gee, thanks. But Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the ice cream wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-busted prince lips. Oh my, I can taste the enchantment already. Miranda finishes the prince lips in 3 graphic smooches. Afterwards, her lips are pretty cold, and she invites you to help warm them up. Ciao. Ok.
Let's go.
Le abbiamo riscaldato le labbra. Ma ho perso del fan, mi sembrava più alto prima. Alziamo un po' il fan. Devo mettere un po' tutto alto. No, outdoor non possiamo adesso. Facciamo che per ora boldness, andiamo al bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Many people go to the bathroom to fulfill a very basic biological need, euphemized in fact as going to the bathroom. But when you go, you are immediately greeted by the hullabaloo. Cos'è un hullabaloo? That can only come from the clamoring of many armored mer people.
to
Non ho letto.
Miranda Vanderbilt.
This goddamn school. Here, my judgment is final. The sentence is death, to be carried out immediately by my most trusted executioner, Kthrom. Miranda is sitting on what should, again, euphemistically, be called a porcelain throne, but which has been turned into a quite literal throne, adorned with gold and jewels and dolphin schools. Perché? Teschi dei delfini, povere bestie. What was the next stall before all the walls were knocked down? A bare-chested musket executioner holds the prisoner aloft. It's a goldfish in a plastic bag that they're about to flush down the toilet. Wait, cries the goldfish. Yes, and last word, our gloves? I demand a trial by combat, cries the goldfish. Oh shoot, I hate when they do that. I am royally obligated to royally oblige. Very well then, choose your champion. The goldfish swishes his little fishy tail, and suddenly an enormous fish man with huge rippling muscles somehow even though he also still has scales. It's all very confusing, but anyway, he appears and he wields an enormous battle axe. Agzramalquatus, the terrible, horrible, full of bloodlust, never been defeated again? All my prisoners are so predictable. I could have you fighting him, Kthrom, but I'd hate to lose my best executioner. There's Sharkhead and Max the Axe, or Madrigal the Murderous, or Wicked Wayland the Wanderer. But of course, there's only one champion worthy of fighting the undefeated Azramalquatus, the terrible, horrible, full of bloodlust, never been defeated. And that's Shireen, the nightmare from the surface, breather of air. Attenzione, che titoli importanti. Il terrore di sopra, respiratore d'aria. Don't worry, Shireen, just because Azramalquatus... Madonna. Sembra Pdor, figlio di Khmer. Agzralma... Madonna, non lo so più dire. Agzramalquatus the Terrible has killed literally every single champion he has ever come out against. Doesn't mean he is going to kill you. God damn it. Now you can't even piss without the threat of being ripped limb from limb by a fish. Better find a way to turn this around so you can survive and, more importantly, impress Miranda. Vivere è ancora più importante fare una bella figura con Miranda. Point out that Agzramalquatus, the terrible, horrible, full of bloodlust, never been defeated, that you're all above water, so he can't breathe. Minchia, questo sarebbe proprio big brain time. The goldfish said trial by combat. He didn't say what kind. Challenge him to combat you in the popular video game of battling pocket humans, Pokemon. Credo di non avere nient'altro da dire su questo gioco. Penso che questa battuta penso che valga il prezzo del biglietto e molto di più, onestamente. Questo gioco è da 10, sono contento di averlo portato sul canale, non ho mai giocato e mai giocherò a niente di meglio di questo gioco. Questo è il mio voto. Assolutamente questo. So creative. Damn, says the goldfish. I forgot to say trial by combat, wherein combat is defined as two people brutally beating each other until one party is either unconscious or dead. Next time I'm facing execution, I'll probably need to get a lawyer. Don't be silly, Billy. You know lawyers are illegal for the accused. As were video games for peasants under my wonderful family's beneath beautiful, silly, authoritarian and full regime. So good luck, Azgramalquatus. It doesn't matter how much luck Agdramalquatus has, you have an entire lifetime of playing the Pocket Human video games instead of going on dates or interacting with other monsters. Questo gioco rispecchia la mia vita. Mi sento toccato nel profondo. Your own age. Oh god, wait, actually this is kind of pathetic now that you think about it. Rispecchia perfettamente la mia vita. But no matter. For now, this is the moment in which you totally lack of sexual conquests might inadvertently lead to a sexual conquests. Miranda watches intently as you and Azramalquatus take your position and prepare to see who can capture the most Pokemon and battle businessmen against waiters, against actors. What? Can capture the most Pokemon and battle businessmen against waiters, against actors, to see who will be the ultimate Pocket Human trainer. It's you. Like, it's so clear you, even if Azramalquatus weren't at a huge disadvantage due to having never played a video game before. Come on, the dude has fins. He doesn't have fingers. You destroy him quite easily, becoming the very best Pocket Hunter, Pocket Human trainer, like no one ever was. Sono fiero di me per questo obiettivo. Oh look, it would appear your champion has been defeated, you tax-evading scum. Now prepare to meet your maker. Wow, lo sta ammazzando perché non ha pagato le tasse. Wait, tax evasion? Miranda's executing a citizen for tax evasion? Damn, the bitch is cold, and you're super into it. Any last words? You may be able to flush me down the toilet, say the goldfish bravely, but you'll never be able to take away the likelihood that I could live in the sewers and mutate into something far greater than I am now and return to fight Shireen, the nightmare from the surface, breather of air, my own self. A risk I am most certainly will to take. After all, Shireen just proved herself to be my greatest, bravest, beautifulest champion ever. E altre 100 cose che mai nessuna ragazza dirà di me. Fa ridere perché è vero. Whoever would have thought that you could win my heart, at least the piece of it that really wanted to see this goldfish dad, simply by spending all of your time on such a frivolous childhood pastime, far past the age where it's socially acceptable? Who indeed? And yet here we are, with you having earned +2 fun, +1 charm, and 1 piece of Miranda's murderous heart. Oh wow. Well, this is something.
Let's go.
Ok, andiamo per fun stavolta. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares, it's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Somebody puts a sack over your head and throws you in the car. You drive for hours before they let you out and take the sack off. Porca troia, le lenticchie mi stanno salendo tutte sullo stomaco. It's clearly the first floor restroom. Miranda is sitting... Fatto tutta sta manfrina ma alla fine l'ho riconosciuto comunque. Miranda is sitting on a makeshift throne while her goons pump in and out of the toilet.
Greetings and salutations.
I'm glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. Your expertise is crucial for this part. Most of my inner circle are fish. Hardly helpful unless... C'è qualcosa che sta... Credo che la luce stia flickerando. Dammi un attimo. Spero che abbia sistemato un po' la cosa. Mi dava fastidio. Your expertise is crucial for this part. Most of my inner circle are fish, hardly helpful unless genetically engineered beyond recognition. Speaking of which, I need you to help me sneak a 3-meter tall, heavily armed cod assassin named Tresca into the school. No reason, but if you're friends with a singing harlot Ariel, you'd best say your goodbyes. Do nothing? Every student at our school is some kind of bizarre monster. We need a diversion. Release the Kraken. No, ho sbagliato. Oh no. Fish hit drums, and the menacing beat culminates in a synchronous crescendo. You feel a thump from down below, and then a whimper. Oh great, the Kraken is stuck in the sewers again. Take the plunger and help the 7-ton monster out. You hurt an octopuppy. How could you? You lose -2 charm and -1 fun. Cazzo. Devo aumentare il charm. Devo pompare i numeri.
Let's go.
Let's go! You waltz over Miranda and Scott's table to find them peering suspiciously into a burger. Secret sauce. What dread mysteries do you conceal?
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, do you think the secret sauce can talk? Cool. Hey, secret sauce, what are you made out of? No, Scott, my question was rhetorical. Awesome, mine was loud. Oh, it's no use. We will never discern the active ingredient of this delicious secret sauce. Unless... You have an idea, Shri? The blood of your father's enemies, Miranda. That's why it's so delicious. You're overthinking this, Scott. It's a sauce made of secret... Beh, il sangue dei nemici. Blood? Of the air people? I didn't know the high school cafeteria cared about my family's ancient rivalry. And everyone knows the air people bleed candy syrup and barbecue sauce. I should have known. You know I don't normally eat food myself. I have served for it. But I may have to make an exception. Oh, more blood? But I eat blood all the time, like pretty much every full moon. Scott's a little disappointed, but you don't care. You're busy sharing a saucy burger with Miranda. Okay.
Let's go.
Well, let's go. Charm, Jim. At one point you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of the moment of weakness throwing a ball at him. Sono un mostro. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm. You're minding your own business when Miranda comes rushing up to you, clearly distraught. Most terrible news, friend. Siamo già amici. È un attimo che... I have just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and now I fear for my own royal family. I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random act of treachery, or how often we romance our siblings. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Please, let me put my poor mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court? Court dovrebbe essere. Just keep an eye out for the classic signs. Shifty eyes, hooded black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk. Pretty much everybody's a traitor. Just spin a bottle and whoever it points at, kill them. No, because they're bombs. But that would mean...
Disgraceful.
Could Lord Darkheart Stabbington be a traitor? I must warn father at once. We have to find a new royal babysitter. Wow. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet, unless that name is Darkheart Stabbington. You gain +2 smart and +1 money as reward. Bene, smart sta salendo parecchio, eh? A lei piacciono quelli svegli, sembrerebbe.
Let's go.
Cosa possiamo... Boldness? Aumenterei a questo punto? No, farei ancora Charm. No, vabbè, facciamo Boldness. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific one. Okay. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions of your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Ok, questo l'abbiamo già letto. Boldness, Staphylococcus STD. You notice Polly bent over her phone while Miranda tries to peek over her shoulder. Something really interesting must be going on Polly's phone. When you get closer, though, you see that Polly is just on a horny dating app. Trademark, again, swiping right on everybody. Oh. Miranda seems entranced, though, a little worried. What did you say this was called again? Era un punto, c'era scritto un punto, ok. And this is an app for finding true love? Sure. But I never knew. I have spent countless hours going to royal balls and kissing frogs and pretending to be in a magical slumber, when I could simply have been using this app. I mostly just use it for collecting dick pics. Okay. What are those dick pics? Tokens of affection? Oh, alas, to be so far behind in my quest for love. I am 19 years old, practically an old maid, and only now learning of this? Oh, how will I ever make up for lost time? Don't worry, I'll coach you in the mysterious ways of horny dating app TM. You'll have a whole harem in no time. You still don't have horny dating app TM? Why should you worry about horny dating app TM when you can actually own horny dating app TM? Why don't you just buy the entire company? No, ti aiuto io. No, perché? A harem? My uncle Octavius bought me a harem when I was 15 years old. I never saw the appeal. Speaking of which, I wonder if anyone has been feeding the concubines. But in any case, it is not a harem I am seeking, but a soulmate. Someone to sweep me off my feet and carry me away on a gleaming white horse. And also rescue me if I ever get put into a magical slumber, or trapped in a thorn-covered castle, or abducted by a dragon, or cornered by the Duke of Marians at a cocktail party. Okay.
You're not worthy.
Alas, it seems as if I will have to accomplish my goals by myself. Oh no. Oh no. You lose to boldness and one fun, but you do wonder if there's any way you can get invited to that harem. Ok.
Let's go.
Cavolo, sto perdendo punti e ho pochi soldi. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch, a single very suspicious looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light. Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination.
Ugh.
It also has a skull on it, and it smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it's for eating. It's a perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for 100 years. You literally just admitted it's poison. I know, and I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eat a poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me? Yo, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need the poison herself for the sake of a man. You don't need to eat that apple. Princess should be eating poisoned apples so that you'll kiss them. Cos'è intelligente? You don't need to eat that apple. There are plenty of eligible princes on hotprincefinder.com. Questa. A marvelous idea. If the princes are asleep, I shall be able to assess them fully before making a selection. Come to think of it, I suppose this is why the princes prefer sleeping themselves to begin with. God, royal marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market. In my kingdom, it is more of a fish market. In any case, you two have truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poisoned apple to all nearby princes forthwith. Miranda gets to work poisoning all her suitors. Vera is very impressed with your enlightened opinion on gender and poison. Ok, peccato. Peccato, non abbiamo beccato il cuoricino di Miranda. Cosa dobbiamo aumentare? Boldness. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. The monstrous act would instantly give you plus 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep plus 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Oh, che cosa carina, grazie. You're chilling in the bathroom with Damien and Miranda. Thank the gods for the co-ed bathrooms. Everything's going great and you're obviously very cool until you hear some noises. Oh snap, it's Crazy Martin the werebear janitor. Done, we're done. If I get caught skipping class again, they're gonna feed me to the school's dragon. Or even worse, they'll make me come in on a Saturday.
Ah, this is bad. And I didn't bring my champion who would fight to the death to defend my honor. What can we do?
It seems they're both waiting for you to do something. But how do you scare Werebear? No time to think. You bust out of the stall and... it's showtime, play that until it goes away. You use your formidable acting and talent to reenact the death scene from Hamlet. Crazy Martin is moved to tears. He decides to take the rest of the day off in order to figure out his emotions. When he's gone, you stand up.
Whoa, you're not actually dead? That's incredible. I was totally convinced of the opposite. Your acting skills are unparalleled. It was so nuanced yet so intense. Marvelous.
Yeah, dude, you knew that acting could be so kick-ass. Yeah, your acting skills saved the day again. You gain plus 2 creativity and plus 1 charm. Nice. Ok, voglio aumentare un po' il fun adesso, portiamo a 10 anche quello.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Il fun sarebbe outdoors. The day during recess, okay, blah blah blah. You're talking to Juan, the small magic Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob, the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how it works? Well, it is. You gain plus 2 fun from poor Bob. Okay.
Who is me?
Could Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there, as I was standing here, suffering gallantly in silence.
She did, and she wasn't, but okay.
I had the most tragic injustice befall me earlier this morning. I was rejected from our school's water polo team. They claimed I was mistaken about how polo is conducted underwater. Excuse me, but I was raised underwater. How is one even supposed to play water polo without a heavily armored seahorse as a mount? How, I ask you? Perhaps I offended them when I implied they were too impoverished to afford sea steeds. If so, why I would love to make reparation. But it may be too soon for me to show my face. Would you be so kind as to take them the gifts of this omelette to begin the healing? I am told the peasants consider eggs to be a delicacy. Obviously. And what would make the gesture even better is the personal touch of toppings, caviar, eel, chocolate-covered sand crabs. They'll never forget this was a present from a mere princess. An elegant, stenciled card with your sincerest apologies, a list of all their fears, and a bundle of compromising photographs. Ok, questo assolutamente. Come no? Perché? I would much rather not have to learn so much about my fellow students. Do you know how many of those poor impoverished souls have mere millions of monster dollars? Not even billions, millions. I can't imagine how difficult it must be to live so frugally, and I don't want to imagine it, because it makes me sad. I would much rather they know how much I care about their lives, without me having to, care about their lives. Lives. Madonna, faccio sempre confusione. That's exactly why an omelette is so perfect. It says, I like you enough to give you this egg. Please don't talk to me about personal issues. Now, off with your delicious egg, and don't ask any questions about their sad, dreary little lives. It's hard to imagine how anything Miranda said could have possibly offended the water polo team, but there is an omelet in your hands, and you've already eaten your fair share of eggs today, so you might as well deliver it. You lose -2 fun and -1 charm. Cazzo! Adesso sono sotto entrambi.
Let's go.
Oh, le mie due tipe preferite. Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs. So wait, you actually got serfs who eat for you? Oh, well, of course. I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it. Hey, you mean neither? Hey, me neither. What other kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I have a serf to go to the bathroom for me, a serf to experience difficult emotion for me, and a serf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing serf for standing on top of whenever I go surfing. Wow, that's a lot of serfs. It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination imagined a way to escape from serfdom, so now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of Shireen we could probably think of a dope new kind of serf. Oh, is that so? I can't wait. Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be? Oh, Miranda, you should get a puppy serf. It's not actually a serf, it's just like 50 cute dogs. You should get a party serf, Polly. A serf to experience your hangovers for you. Questo qua del puppy, ovviamente. A serf? That's actually just a roof full of puppies? Of cute puppies. Why didn't my imagination serf come up with such a marvelous idea? I swear, if he hadn't escaped, I'd then be hanged by execution serf immediately. As a matter of fact, Would you like to be my new imagination serf? The pay is non-existent, but you can make up for it in custom fear of death. You politely decline Miranda's offer, but agree to go to the animal shelter to pick out a puppy serf instead. Huzzah! Let's go. Charm or fun, charm or fun. Charm. Ok, questa l'abbiamo già vista. She discovered a feeling playing against of self-worth. 1 BFF to charm. You catch Miranda monologuing about her problems to no one. She often does this. It's like she's accustomed to having a royal scribe following her anywhere she goes. Oh, whatever shall I do about my army? We haven't had a proper war in months, and the soldiers are becoming ever so anxious. I've tried sending the servants to give them tummy rubs, and even putting extra leaves and sticks in their cages, but they just kill the servants with the sticks. I never thought managing an entire branch of the military could be so challenging. How can I possibly keep my soldiers entertained? Divide them in half and make them fight a practice war? 1000 piñatas. Questo è difficile. Practice war o 1000 piñatas? Practice war. Oh yes, a healthy live fire scrimmage. I should have no trouble organizing such a thing. My lieutenant informed me that the soldiers bloody hate each other. And as an extra bonus, anyone who dies during the practice war will be guaranteed not to die in a real war. That ought to reduce war casualties significantly. It's as if it is as father always said. Any problem can be solved by dividing people into groups and making them kill each other. Beh, tecnicamente. I never understood it until now, but these are such wise words. Miranda skips off to organize her little bloodbath. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smart. Nice! Ma meno male che non ho detto la mia, avrei scelto le piñatas. Ma magari sarebbe stato giusto anche quello. Chi può dirlo? Non è necessariamente una giusta e una sbagliata. Magari ti danno una delle statistiche e un'altra delle altre statistiche. Io vorrei andare a vedere... Let's face it, you're probably going to end up losing your money in some stupid way anyway. Why not spend it here first? It's called just being smart.
Cos'è che posso regalarle?
You know, for good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions, don't even dare ask me how I got this. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they're still finding their own twisted way. Ah, cazzo. Probabilmente questo.
Later, Gator.
Ah wow, mi ha fatto diminuire delle statistiche, credo. Perv. Ok, sì, effettivamente comprare un tampone usato non deve essere proprio il massimo. Cazzo, sia Charm che Fun a meno di 10. No. The table you choose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by two well-dressed servants. One of the servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda, you have servants to chew on your food for you? What? Of course not. That would be barbaric. The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak. I have servants to eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any? First of all, no, I don't eat food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving? Why would I be? My serfs get all the calories I need to stay fit and healthy. I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. Maybe you should start this madness. Liam, imagine all the food you could take pictures of without having to eat any of it. But Miranda, look at the contented smile of that servant's face. You think he's eating for you, but secretly he's eating for himself. No, it can't be. Gordo, say, it isn't true. But Gordo can't say anything because his mouth is full of delicious Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak, which he is obviously eating entirely for his own benefit. Traitor this dog! Do you want me to starve to death? Is that your plan? I think maybe he was just taking advantage of the fact that you don't understand how food works. Taking advantage of me? Scoundrel! Burpee, eat Gordo for me at once. The two serfs look at each other, then stuff as much food as they can into their mouth before fleeing the cafeteria. Alas, how will I ever get my recommended daily allowance of nutrients now? You could try eating? Myself? But how? You and Liam have a ton of fun laughing at Miranda as she learns how to eat food and apparently for apparently the first time in her life. Cioè questa non ha mai mangiato in vita sua. What the fuck? Ok, cazzo. Cosa scelgo? Fun or charm? Fun or charm? Charm. Many people fall during battle. You can't take any more. So you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiation for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain plus 10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that, and plus 2 charm. Okay. Afterward, a royal procession 500 members strong informs you that Miranda has requested your presence at dinner tonight. The restaurant she's chosen is so fancy, its name is unpronounceable by anyone making less than 6 figures. But with all these heavily armed guards around, you think it is unwise to refuse, and so, later that night, this restaurant is remarkably charming for a low-born establishment. Granted that the flatware is only platinum, not diamond, and this wine seems to be significantly less than 1,000 years old, but at least our table is held up by three weeping serfs, as it always ought to be. Garçon, 1 bottle of rubies and a bottle of actual gold, if you would be so kind. And my suitor, he will have... Quick, pick something before she realizes that you've never been anywhere fancier than Wilmer's Chicken Hut. Doesn't matter what I order, anything will taste good as long as I eat with you. One of everything and I'm buying. Oh, questo. That's the sweetest thing anyone has ever said to me. Most people in my family simply order the most expensive thing on the menu. It doesn't even have to be edible. In fact, it usually isn't. Madonna, quanto sono ricchi e sfondati. But you're willing to actually eat food in front of me? I'm charmed. She's so charmed, in fact, that she doesn't notice that you never actually ordered anything. Score! You gain +2 smarts and +1 fun. E vai, adesso ho tutto sopra il 10 tranne i soldi. Sono povero in culo. Vai. Oh, assolutamente Miranda. Sì. Miranda. Non mi deludere. Senti il cuore, senti il cuore. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Disgusting!
Ouch! È una cosa terribile da dire. Miranda, ma sei stronza.
I'm sorry I'm seeing someone. Like right now. Hey, you, peasant!
Miranda is just waving her hand at the distracted passerby.
I ordered you to rescue me from this awkward situation. See, I know him. Farewell.
Misleading!
Oh, abbiamo fallito un'altra volta. Ma dai! Ma abbiamo fatto tutto giusto, cazzo, abbiamo le statistiche altissime. Ma non credo che sia per quello. Dai, i soldi. Ma scusami, i soldi poi non posso neanche scegliere quale mi fa avere i soldi, no? On his prom, you focused on your career goal of becoming a renowned surgeon. You studied hard and passed all the tests. Unfortunately, no hospital wanted to hire you because it turned out that going to prom with a cool date is an essential requirement on a surgeon's resume. So you never got a job, and in the end you became homeless. Don't even dare to think the monster prom isn't important. Questa cosa è molto ingiusta. Most likely to become a lasagna. Best at wearing crown. Questa cosa è molto ingiusta. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries. Vabbè, questo abbiamo già visto. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Damien found a peace in the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything till one day he punched his own anger to death. He's written a book about it. Ok, bla bla bla. Uffa! Sono molto scoraggiato, è praticamente impossibile ottenere ok. Eppure cazzo, le siamo stati dietro come delle cozze e lei sembrava essere interessata a noi. Quindi uffa, non è giusta sta cosa. Sta iniziando a piacermi sta canzone in realtà. Ecco, questo sono... Damien sono io in questo momento. Che come cazzo faccio a vincere sto gioco? Thanks for playing. Ok, direi che non abbiamo il tempo. Non abbiamo il tempo di proseguire con un'altra run. Per stasera stacchiamo qui. Allora, che dire di Monster Prom? È un giochino così, giusto per passarti il tempo, però sembra fatto davvero bene per tre semplici motivi. Primo, ha un'espansione grazie alle mod e come avete visto è praticamente illimitata. Cioè, la gente ha fatto 700 e passa mod per quel gioco. 700! Di cui alcune ne contengono più di un personaggio con cui interagire, quindi già il gioco di per sé di base ha tipo 1600 interazioni diverse, avevo visto, su 470 eventi. È così famoso, wow! Sai che non lo so? Andiamo a controllare un po' la sua pagina Steam. Cattura lo schermo. Ok. Forse non è particolarmente famoso, ma semplicemente è una... In realtà sai che mi sa che un po' sì. Nel senso che... Dove sta? Monster Prom. Mi sa che ha ottenuto un bel po' di... Beh, 6841 reviews non sono poco. 93%. Porca troia. Mi è piaciuto un sacco. Ok. Beh, un gioco con il 93% di positive review su quasi 7000 reviews è tantissimo. È tantissimo. Fammi vedere quanto ne ha Undertale, giusto per fare un paragone. Undertale, che ricordiamo a chiunque non mi seguisse da abbastanza tempo, è il gioco migliore di sempre, e chiunque dica il contrario non capisce un cazzo di videogiochi. No, ok, Undertale ne ha... ne ha 127k. 127.000 reviews Undertale con il 96% di positive score. Ne metto anch'io il mio. Ah, l'ho già. Cos'è che avevo scritto su Undertale? Vediamo la mia review. Ok, vabbè, niente interessante. Beh, nel senso, ne ho sentito parlare anche al di fuori di questo contesto, nel senso le ho letto anche sulle riviste di genere, quindi è abbastanza conosciuto. Probabilmente, poi ripeto, se addirittura se ha avuto abbastanza successo da avere un seguito, vuol dire che comunque qualcuno se l'è cagato sto gioco. Dicevo, tre motivi. Uno, è pressoché infinito, cioè hai non so quanti finali diversi, 1600 interazioni, 1470 interazioni con 1500 e passa possibili risvolti, e più le mod, quindi praticamente è infinito sto gioco, non lo finisci mai. Due, i personaggi sono fatti benino, nel senso sono molto stereotipati, ma è quello che ti aspetti da un gioco del genere in fondo, no? Quindi ci sta, secondo me, è molto bellino. E poi sono accattivanti, sono disegnati anche molto bene, molto molto bene. 3, è addictive. È addictive perché cerchi sempre di capire come arrivare alla soluzione migliore e a un certo punto inizia a esserci quel meccanismo che io ho riscontrato con i giochi, per esempio, della Choice of Games, in cui praticamente tu inizi a conoscere a memoria tutte le versioni di ogni singola run, e quindi inizi a skipparle per cercare quelle che ancora non hai visto. Quindi molto bellino come gioco. È un giochino, chiaramente non è una roba che dici cazzo eccezionale, cazzo fantastica. È un giochino, però è molto bellino, è fatto, si vede che è pensato molto bene ed è sviluppato ancora meglio. Mi piace un sacco la direzione artistica, i personaggi sono davvero davvero belli. e ce n'è per tutti i gusti. C'è quello snob hipster, c'è il palestrato scemo in culo, c'è la reginetta, quella là che non sa neanche mangiare da sola, c'è la tipa, il party animal. Insomma, a ognuno la sua, diciamo. E l'ho apprezzato molto. Per il voto non lo so se è il caso di dare un voto a un gioco del genere, perché in fondo è... A parte che comunque abbiamo visto una minuscola parte, un'infinitesimale parte, quindi non sarebbe neanche corretto dare un voto sé per sé. Diciamo che è molto bello, è un gioco bellino, e merita di essere giocato, secondo me ha da dire, e i suoi sviluppatori fanno un sacco ridere. Hanno davvero delle battute spettacolari, quella di Pocket Human, Pokémon, penso che me la porterò nella tomba, tanto me la ricorderò a lungo. E quindi, boh, cioè, l'ho apprezzato parecchio. Che dire, nient'altro in realtà. Se gli dovessi dare un voto al volo proprio così, di netto, gli darei un 7,5, anzi un 8 meno. Un 8 meno, perché alla fine quello che deve fare lo fa e lo fa bene. Quindi io lo apprezzo per questo e sono contento anche perché credo che sia il loro primo gioco. Com'è che si chiamavano? Beauty Glitch tipo? Beautiful Glitch, credo. Beautiful Glitch, sì, sono loro. Vediamo un po'. Projects. Non mi riporta la pagina. Ah, hanno fatto solo Monster Prom. Beautiful Glitch. Press Kit Projects. No, non funziona il link, mi sa. O forse siamo già qui. Comunque no, credo che abbiano fatto solamente questo. Come si chiama? Beautiful Glitch. Software House. Sì, a quanto vedo hanno fatto solamente questo. Vabbè, molto meglio, nel senso dimostra che hanno le palle, che sanno cosa fare e come farlo. Nel senso, un gioco così non te lo tiri fuori dal culo. Deve essere ragionato parecchio, deve essere pianificato parecchio, perché per avere 1500 interazioni diverse e in più aggiungere un supporto ufficiale per le mod, touché, cioè... No, più che touché, kudos. Davvero, 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 davvero bello. Sono contento. Non so se giocherò mai il resto del gioco perché è davvero tanto e non credo che sia proprio il mio genere di passatempo preferito. Non so se giocherò mai il sequel, forse se lo trovo in sconto se ne può parlare. Chi lo sa, chi può dirlo, si vedrà. Però bellino, 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 lo consiglierei. Lo consiglierei non con troppo fervore, ma lo consiglierei. Quindi niente ragazzuoli, io vi saluto per stasera. Domani sera è giovedì e non ci sono per i ride. Venerdì sera non ci sono. Per fatti miei. Non devo più mangiare lenticchie la sera, Dio santo, mi rimangono qua. E ci becchiamo sabato sera, a meno che anche lì, per la prima volta in zona gialla, non decidiamo di uscire. Ma spero di no, perché che schifo la vita sociale, è meglio i videogiochi. Quindi niente ragazzuoli, per ora io vi do appuntamento a sabato sera, se non sabato sera ci becchiamo domenica sera sicuramente. E detto questo niente, io vi saluto, vi do la buonanotte, un bacione, grazie mille per essere passati e per essere stati con me durante questa serata ragazzi. Ci becchiamo sabato o domenica, ciao belli!